What if you found a listing on the dark web that promised to cure your fear by trapping you inside it? This is the story of a man who thought he was booking a strange escape room. What he got instead was room 313. He found it late one night, buried in a dark web directory labeled only Sleepless Escapes. The site was bare bones, just red text on a black screen, no images, no contact, no details, only a line at the top. Tell us what haunts you, and we'll build the cure. Before he could continue, it made him fill out a form, first name, date of birth, and finally, what are your 3 greatest fears? He typed without thinking: drowning, heights, and being alone. After submitting, the screen flashed once, then went completely red. A loading bar appeared. Then, room 313 confirmed. Coordinates pending, payment received. He hadn't even entered payment details. The next morning, he received an encrypted email. No sender, no reply button, just GPS coordinates. He drove hours through pine and fog, winding off-road into dense Oregon forest. What he found at the end of the road was less a motel, more a forgotten relic. 1960s architecture, rusted neon sign missing the letter M, blinking red. There were no other cars, but the front office light was on, the door unlocked. Inside, a handwritten note sat on the desk. Room 313, door unlocked, you're expected. The door to room 313 opened on its own. Inside, a perfect, unsettling time capsule. The walls were painted deep red, glowing under warm yellow bulbs. The decor, 1960s suburban Americana. Floral curtains, rotary phone, dustless checkerboard tiles. A plugless black and white TV hummed static despite having no signal. In the center, the bed, a gleaming waterbed, fully made. Glossy, silent, still. He sat, waited. Eventually, he laid down, and the room waited with him. He dreamed he was awake. But he wasn't on the bed anymore. He was inside it, submerged, enclosed in the cold latex skin of the mattress. Water pressed against his ears, his breath caught in his throat. Every movement felt muffled and slow. Above him, he could see the outside, himself sleeping on the surface of the bed, as if watching from beneath ice. Then came the pull, something beneath him, a shape in the dark water. It didn't grab, it just hovered beside him, silent, watching. When he finally gasped, he woke, gasping, drenched. The bed was wet, the sheets clung to him, but the waterbed, still sealed, and in the corner, a Polaroid photo lay on the floor. It showed him, floating, trapped beneath water, his face scratched out with something sharp. He checked the time. The digital clock glowed, 3:13 a.m. He checked his phone, same. He stepped outside, still dripping. Fog surrounded the parking lot. No stars, no moon. He checked again, 3:13. When he turned to go back inside, his footprints led back into the room, not from it. The next time he slept, he didn't lie down. He woke up on the bed again, but the room was gone. Now he was floating thousands of feet in the air, just the bed and open sky, swaying slightly. Below, forests, distant highways, ocean. Far below, the height of a plane, maybe more. Wind howled in his ears. His fingers gripped the sheets, white-knuckled. Then something swooped past above him, fast, insectile, huge. It circled, and the sky grew darker. Then the bed began to tilt, then fall, and then he was back, awake, the bed still. The rotary phone rang beside him. He picked it up, only to hear whispers and bubbling water. He ran, down the hallway, past room after room, but the numbers were wrong. Every door said 313. He burst into one. Red walls, waterbed, same layout. The next, Same. Another. Still 313. He turned a final corner and saw an exit sign flickering at the end of the corridor. He ran through and stood in open ocean. The motel now floated on a lone concrete slab surrounded by nothing but black water and pale sky. No sounds, not even waves. He didn't remember falling asleep, but suddenly he was drifting in the middle of the ocean, lying on the bed again. Nothing around him, just black water in every direction. No land, no stars, no sky, only the slow lap of water against the mattress frame, then a ripple. Something moved beneath, something enormous. It bumped the bed once, twice, then slowly it rose. Pale arms surfaced at the edge of the bed, fingers webbed, skin wrinkled and gray. Then a head. Its face was featureless until it smiled. A wide, vertical grin stretching up the middle of its face like a second mouth. The bed began to sink. He screamed and woke up underwater in the motel bathtub, the faucet still running. The mirror above him was fogged, except for one part. Scratched letters, "Stay down." He tried to flee, but the parking lot had changed, now filled with dozens of empty cars, all coated in dust. Room 313's light was still on, the door open. Inside, 2 new Polaroids had appeared on the nightstand. Him standing in the ocean, screaming. Him floating high in the air, arms outstretched, both scratched out. A third lay face down. When he flipped it over, it was him, in the motel. Now, he backed away, toward the exit. But the rotary phone began to ring again. This time he let it ring, until it stopped. And when it did, a red note had appeared where it sat. Typed, not handwritten. This wasn't a booking. It was an offering. And now you belong to the room. They say the dark web isn't a place. It's a mirror. And some reflections book you back. If you ever see a listing for room 313, don't click, don't look. Just close the tab. Because once you tell it what you fear, it remembers. And it waits. This has been the Shadow Hour.